Can you really hear talk? A founding member of the Arewa Consultative Forum and elder statesman Alhaji Tanko Yakasai has said that the problem of insurgency in the country started in southern Nigeria. He spoke on Channels Television's News Night program on Monday, November 29, 2021. The 96-year-old elder statesman also said that the regime of the President Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired failed to address the root cause of banditry, especially in the northwest and north central, because he had no clear-cut program and policy actions to tackle the menace. Yakansai, who identified poverty, unemployment, and illiteracy as the genesis of banditry in the north, advised future politicians to be intentional with programs and policy actions to tackle the security challenges facing the region and Nigeria as a whole. Well, he also urged next crop of political leaders after the present regime to take a cue from how the late former President Umaru Yar'Adua addressed the problem of militants in the Niger Delta. In 2009, Yar'Adua had granted an amnesty deal to militants in the Niger Delta to end the unrest in the rich region. He also offered an unconditional pardon and cash payments to about 10,000 militants who agreed to lay down the arms and assembled at screening centers. Some of them, then militants, were also trained and equipped various areas of entrepreneurship and professional fields. Asked during the television interview whether the Buhari regime is dealing with the root cause of the insurgency and banditry that have engulfed the north and the menace trend of kidnapping that is ubiquitous in all parts of the country at the moment, Yakasai said the present government has not dealt with the origin of insecurity ravaging Nigeria. He said, "Let me first of all say that the problem of insurgency started in the South Niger Delta Avengers and the rest of them. Also, after the Civil War, the abandoned arms were from the south. It was later on that it extended to the north because of reasons of large population, poverty, and unemployment. So they are now agitating, and this is the reason why there is banditry in the north, because these people are unemployed. You don't get people who are painfully or gainfully employed involved in banditry, whether in the north or in the south. I believe those in power in the future would begin to think on how to address these issues, because unless they are addressed, the problem would continue to persist. We have the population unemployed and uneducated, and they need to be educated and employed. There will be people in power in the future who will try to address the root cause of the problem by providing education, employment opportunities, and so on. We have large arable lands to be cultivated and so many dams lying. Yes, so many dams lying down there. You can imagine. Oh, yes, you can have such a thing. Well, this man, I don't know. I think during this interview, he has said many things. Okay, that the North has a, he talked about the North being having a lot of land to cultivate on. Then the question is that why is this not done? Why it is not done the way they ought to do it? I don't like to appear unnecessarily critical of the present regime, but this is why I was not happy with the present regime from the beginning to today. Now, they are trying to make up, but if you have a program before you come to power, particularly in the case of our present president who contested election 3 times and failed and succeeded on the 4th occasion, I believe He should have these things on the tips of his fingers. Insecurity in Nigeria now is all over the country, and it is too late now for Buhari administration to initiate program. They are trying to address it to the best of their ability, or to the best of their ability, but certainly do not have time, no more time, 1.5 years to the time that remains for them, and such program needs time. It is not a thing you can think of overnight. Hmm. Well, this man, like I said, he has said many things during this interview, and I don't know why he's saying that insurgency started from the south. Of course, is he going to tell us that he's not aware that they brought some people during 2014, 2015? They brought some people from other countries, and those, when you talk about insurgency, and especially, most especially the one that started, because we know that we have this Boko Haram before now. So where did Boko Haram started for? So Boko Haram started from the south. Is that what he's trying to let us know? This issue of banditry is as a result of them inviting people all over this thing, and we know the when you talk about the index rate of this insurgency of terrorism, what is the number of, or where are these people placed? When you talk about Fulani S-men, they are the fourth dangerous group, terrorist group in the whole world. So when they started bringing all of these people, before now, we were not hearing this issue of a farmer and elders clash like this now. If they were, they should be, a kind of isolated cases, but they came to full blown in when Buhari came on board, and he has not been doing anything about it. So when you talk about insurgency, the Boko Haram, did this start from this thing? Did this start from the south? So now, what they are trying to tell us now, because he's trying to speak the same language of Gumi, that they should be giving them money. And Buhari, who, like he said, he has a valid point there. Buhari contested three times. The fourth time was when he came on board, and at the end of the day, 6 months when he came in 2015, he could not even get his ministers on time. And they say, yeah, let him have his time, this and this and that. He doesn't have it. If he doesn't have that this thing, leadership, whatever, he doesn't have it. He does not have it. You can't give what you don't have. Up till now, somebody who contested for close to 12 years, and he came on board, and see what is happening, the situation is even worse. He does not have what it takes. That is it. But the area that this man talked about, insurgency started from the south. So Boko Haram started from the south. It started from the south. Initially, they didn't want to proscribe this so-called bandits. No, if not because even their operation is even more dangerous than those of Boko Haram. The crisis in the Niger Delta started in 60 with Boro for the control of our God-given crude oil resources, now stolen by the foreign Fulani settlers, aided by the two legs of the tripod. What are the Fulani bandits and Boko Haram Fulani settlers fighting for? Tell us all these one-sided thoughtless talks. The cause, or the root cause of the crisis in the Niger Delta is the control of the oil resources. What is the root cause of the Boko Haram war? The spread of Islam, Abi? Well, are those bandits educated, or is it education not a yardstick again for employment in Nigeria? So many graduates are out there without jobs and are law-abiding. So are you telling us that if you want to be employed, you should pick up arms and start fighting them, government? Perhaps we should have ability to shoot AK-47 in our CV. We should have this there if we are to go by your explanation, old YAKASSAI. How about most of the northern elders always shift blame for their failure to breed and train their weights? I'm from the north, Borno State in particular, so don't think I'm saying this out of sentiment. Oh, is employment by a government the only means of sustenance? What he said is simply there should be a program that creates avenue for them to sustain their lives, because of myopic thinking and narrow-mindedness. Some people may think Yakasai is saying that office position should be made available for them to occupy. It will be okay if you can carry AK-47 so as to add to your CV. The not illiterate elders will keep playing Ankin Paki to them to run out of light until they run out of light. Baba Yakasai, what happened in the south is not terrorism. It is what is called liberation fight with purposes and goal, and not any killing and national chaos. Baba, please go down history days. Kesaruwa, Masop, and the rest are human rights group who fought logically and reasonable without disturbing the society, but focus on headlock with a concerned government. Simple. Dear Papa Yakasai, Niger Delta militants were fighting for the rights of their people government, mines in their land, and didn't develop their land. But northern bandits are yet to tell the world reason why they are doing so. Because if you talk about unemployment, other people are unemployed too. So why is it that they have not taken into arms? We have a lot of illiterates too in the southern part of the country. Are they making life uncomfortable for people? Have they taken to arms? No. So this idea of talking all these things is just unfortunate.